Hi, today is day 16, the last day. We need no props. We're gonna just do some stretching, mobility, and a little bit of body weight resistance. So, to get started, come to your mat. We're gonna come right into a child's pose. So connect those feet, set those hips back, and spread your knees apart. You're gonna be on your forearms to start here. Then you're gonna lengthen those arms out and lower that head down to the ground. Keep those hips pressing towards your heels and hold that. Child's pose. Should feel good stretch through that upper back, through those shoulders. Take 2 deep breaths. Inhale through that nose. Exhale through that mouth. Let that rib cage expand. Inhale through that nose. Exhale through that mouth. Bring it back onto your forearms, so propping yourself up, 90-degree bend to those elbows. You're gonna place the back of one hand at your forehead, holding that other hand on the mat. You're gonna rotate and hold that child's pose and bring it back forward. Inhale and exhale in the rotation and bring it back forward. Keep pressing that hand into that mat that's connected. And one more here. We're gonna rotate and bring it back forward. Then you're gonna take that hand that was at the forehead and you're gonna thread it under or press it underneath your body in between, like under the armpit of the hand that's on the mat. And look, your gaze is in the direction of that hand. You're just holding it here. You might feel a little more work or stress on that hip. That is a same arm that's threaded through. Feel that upper thoracic spine stretching. Take 2 deep breaths and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Bring it back out. Replace that arm back on the mat, and you're going to place the other hand at the back of the hand at the forehead. You're going to rotate in the direction of that bent elbow and bring it back. Again, trying to keep those hips sitting back on those heels. Take that inhale. Exhale on the turn. Inhale on the reset. Take one more rotation here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that hand that was at the forehead, slide it under. You can have that palm facing the ceiling. If you can, lower that head down. Hold that stretch. Take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Bring it on back. Nice job. We're going to press ourselves up to a quadruped position. So separate those feet. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. We're going to take a couple cat-cows. So nice neutral spine. Draw those shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale, round through that back. Inhale, release it, letting that belly button go towards the mat. And then exhale, round through that tailbone, press those hands into that mat. Inhale and exhale. One more. Exhale, or inhale and exhale. Find your neutral. Okay, we're gonna go right into some bird dogs. So tuck that navel in, draw that rib cage in. You're gonna extend the left arm and right leg out and bring it in. Then right arm, left leg, and bring it in. As you reach the legs, really try to reach those toes away from you, lengthening through that leg, feeling that work through those glutes and hamstrings. Squeeze those glutes on the leg lift. Keep those hip bones shining forward. Reach those fingertips away from you. So imagining somebody's pulling you from your fingertips to your toes. Try not to rock side to side, but keep those hips squared off towards the ground. Lengthen through those abdominals, really pull the navel in. Your gaze is towards the mat, chin is not tilted on the chest. Holding it here for a few more. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, make sure you even yourself out. I think I started counting on the wrong side. Last one. Take a breath. We're now gonna go into same side. We're gonna stay on the same side, rounding through our spine. So lengthen the left arm and right leg. You're gonna bring it in and round, and then extend it out. For 10, reaching and pulling. For 8, really round through that belly, pull that navel in. Breathing here, last 5. Trying to lose your balance. And 3, 2, and 1. Reach it and return arm and leg. Next side, reach that arm and leg, pull that navel in and bring it in and round through that spine and extend. So knee into the chest, elbows bent and reach. Try to really lengthen each time. We have 8. Try not to wing through that shoulder. So press the palm in, but don't sink into it either. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Reach it and return. Nice job. If you need to take a quick child's pose, just reach those arms forward, take that breath. Press yourself up. We're coming right into a modified side plank. So to go to one side, again, you can do on your hands or your forearm. I have my bottom leg bent. I'm gonna extend my top arm up. Make sure the wrist is under the shoulder of that arm. We're gonna just go into some leg lifts. I'm pointing through my ankle to start. Keeping that shoulder stacked, pressing that navel towards your spine. Holding it here. You could go into a flex foot now. Switching it, feeling the work a little differently. Holding it here, shoulders out of those ears. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace that leg to the mat. See if you can go, you can stay here. See if you can progress into a side plank, holding side plank, squeezing through those glutes and thighs, holding that navel in. We're gonna do 5 rotations. Thread that needle through and bring it back and through and back. Now, if you're on your forearm, obviously it's a little harder because you have less space, but just add a little rotation if you can. Maybe put the hand here and rotate that way. Last one. And then lower that leg down, press yourself all the way down, lengthen through that bottom arm, place your legs long and like prop them forward a little bit. Place that other hand in front like a kickstand, hand is into that mat. And when you're ready, if you need to bend through that bottom leg or both legs, you can. But legs long, and we're going to do some press ups, keeping that arm long and lifting it up and off the mat. Pull that navel in. You're gonna press it up. Reaching it up. If you need to reposition that hand, do so. It's a very hard move. You're getting a lot of work through that arm, through those obliques, tightening that navel to spine. Try to keep that arm on. For 5, 4, do what you can. 3, and try not to come crashing down like I am. 2, come down with control. Last one. Woo, okay. Take that moment. We're gonna come right up into a Z-sit or crisscross position or legs long. We're just gonna get that lateral flexion, taking one stretch, breathing through here and lifting it back up. And then we're gonna swing those legs around to get side 2, going into that modified side plank. So press yourself up, wrist under shoulders, bent. Bottom leg bent, top leg long, keep that head back, tuck that navel in. Start with that pointed foot from the ankle as you tap and lift, working the side hips, glute, mid and min, lateral muscles of those thighs. Keeping that navel tucked, breathing here. Trying to get that leg to hip height if you can. Now let's flex through that foot, finishing this up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. You can stay here or you can progress. Going out into that side plank, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those thighs, holding it here at 5 rotations. Thread that needle and up. Thread the needle and up. 2 more. Last one. Holding it here and then lowering yourself down. Lying all the way down again. Ears on that bicep, bottom arm is long. Prop those legs slightly forward. Tuck that tummy in. Stack hips, shoulders, ready, go. Lift it up and down. Up and down. So try not to move that pelvis forward or backward as we're lifting up and down. Taking 5 more here for 5. Really use that arm also to lift yourself up, but concentrate on those obliques. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And through those legs, press yourself up. We're gonna go right into that mermaid stretch, stretching out the side that we were working. So lengthen, lift up and over, take that breath, and bring it back. And then we're gonna go right onto our knees into a high kneeling position. We're going to bring one leg forward, one leg is back, standing up tall, draw those shoulders down. We're just gonna start with a little mobility here through the hips. So leaning forward. I'm gonna stretch through the front part of that hip flexor. So put your front leg as far forward as you can get that knee over your ankle. So if you need to stretch it out a little bit further. Now we're gonna add. So we're gonna bring one hand out to the side, opposite hand is leg that's in front. We're gonna add lateral flex as we go forward and bring it back as we come back. Lateral flex, lateral flex. So we're flexing towards the front leg. Taking a few more here. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring that arm down. We're gonna sit it back and stretch through the back side of this leg. Hinging forward. You can reach those arms forward as well. That should feel like a deep stretch here. Holding that. And then you can press yourself up and we'll go to side 2. Bringing the other leg forward. Again, far enough forward so when you hinge forward, we're getting that knee about over the ankle. Also want to feel that stretch through the front part of the hips. Also feeling the work through, your hamstrings and glutes as you're pressing a lot of the weight into that front leg. Taking a few more like this before we add on. So bring that opposite hand out wide. Add that lateral flexion as you go forward and bring it back. Laterally flex, bring it back. Keep that breath going. Inhale as you return, exhale as you go forward. In over. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then bring it down, press it back, sit your hips back on that one foot, lean forward and hinge from those hips. Holding this. Take some deep breaths. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through that nose, exhale through that mouth. One more, inhale and exhale. Press it on up. Okay, so last move here, we're gonna make it a challenge. We're gonna go into a plank. You can be on your knees if you need to go there, but start in a plank to start. We're gonna start with a forearm plank. So, but you can always go on your hands, but we're just gonna start there. So we're coming down to the forearms, pulling that navel in, sending those legs back, keeping a nice lifted low abdominals and hips. Don't sink into that low back by any means. Holding this. We're gonna do some push-ups. So you're gonna lower the chest down and then press yourself back up. So there's not a huge range of motion here, but we're targeting some muscles along our rib cage on the sides, holding it here. Let's take for 5 and 4 and 3. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Press it up, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those knees down. Woo. Sit back into child's pose. Take that breath. And then we're gonna bring it up to all fours, this time to high plank position. Because we're gonna do something more with some crisscross ab work. So tuck that navel in, send those legs back. Let's go wide with the legs. So the legs are wider than shoulder distance apart, tucking those low abdominals in so you feel a pull. Head is forward. We're gonna take the right knee to the left elbow, bring it back. Left knee to right elbow. Continuing that crisscross. Breathing here. Challenging work, but you can do it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Walk those hands back into a down dog. Keep those legs separated. Press your upper body towards your legs. Lower those heels to the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths. Getting that stretch. Then continue to walk those hands towards your feet. Hang heavy with that upper body. Gaze is at those legs. Whew. Then tuck that navel in and slowly roll up, restacking your spine. Roll out those shoulders, and you're all set. Thank you.